Yo, greetings collective. Doing another little screen share here. This one is about Kobe Bryant, and he did an interview with Thrive Global, and she was talking about his performance and things of that nature. I know I do horrible with these pause shots because right now it looks like she got a bad taste in her mouth. She's sucking on something horrible, but I'm gonna play it, and we're gonna listen to see what Kobe has to say in this interview or whatnot, where he expresses his experiences with mindfulness and meditation and how they affected his play. Let's check it out.
Unexpected. It's Kobe Bryant. And you may say, why Kobe? Well, it's Kobe because when I first met him, we talked a lot about sleep and meditation. And he told me how he used to sleep for 3 or 4 hours. And then he
Something
realized
else went on in that picture.
that in fact, sleep and meditation are performance enhancers. And he would do anything to be his best at the game. And far from what our culture makes us believe, that there is actually a trade-off between sleep, meditation, and productivity and performance, there isn't. And Kobe proves that.
All right, let's see what Kobe got to say. Rest in peace, brother.
Let's get to it. Lesson 1, get an additional 30 minutes of sleep a night. Take it as a challenge. Try to find that space, quiet your mind, and get your 30 minutes of sleep. And you'll see it makes a really, really big difference. My sleep habits were horrendous, to say the least. I mean,
Like a lot of us.
I've always had a hard time sleeping. I couldn't figure out how to shut my brain off. So what made the light bulb come on is that I went out there and played a game, and I played like crap. And I was like, why am I playing like crap? Because I've been practicing these same moves over and over and over. But yet, I couldn't execute them properly. I was feeling sluggish, I was feeling lethargic, and I knew it wasn't because of my training, because I had trained obsessively. So then I started looking at other things. And that's when I came to the realization that, hey, Kobe, you're not 21 years old anymore, buddy. Like, maybe the fact that you're sleeping 2 or 3 hours a night, maybe that has something to do with the fact that you're playing like crap. And that's when I started really evaluating those things. And I'd say lesson 2 would be just
I think that's important because, you find so many people with this getting up early in the morning and stuff like that. But if that doesn't match the functionality of your life, then getting up early may equate that you're having imbalanced sleep levels. And if you're not getting that proper, what is it called? Like the deep level sleep, deep cycle sleep, which is where a lot of the proper rejuvenating hormones are released and things of that nature. This is where the body recuperates, is in the deep level sleep, the deep cycle sleep, the REM sleep. And so if you're only getting a few hours of that, if that, you know what I'm saying? Like he said, I'm just getting 4 hours of sleep total. And some people are like, that's all I need. Yeah, you will function, but you won't function well. And so many of us are actually living these sedentary lives where you can't see the ill effects of poor sleep. You know what I mean? Because you actually sit down and don't do nothing physical on average. But you're talking about where you need to be an optimal human being and physically perform, and you have due dates and stuff like that. So you find a lot of people, managerial positions, leadership position, blue collar positions, training athletes. You need to be in a different optimal state. You know what I mean? And so we overlook sleep levels and the amount of deep sleep that's really needed. So I think that's dope. Just add 30 minutes. That's simple. We all can do that, man. Let's check it out.
5 minutes of quiet time.
5
minutes for you to be mindful.
Meditation.
And to just sit and find that inner voice.
Here we go.
And just kind of listen to the self. And preferably would be in the morning as you start your day. I meditate every day. And I do it in the mornings, and I do it for about 10 to 15 minutes.
That's dope.
And I think it's important because it sets me up for the rest of the day. It helps me. It's like having an anchor. It's if I don't do it, I feel like I'm constantly chasing the day.
That's awesome.
As opposed to being able to be controlled and dictate the day. Not that you're, calling the shots on what comes forward, but the fact that I am set and ready for whatever may come my way.
I'm glad he made
I
that
have
point.
a calmness about whatever comes my way and a poise. And that comes from starting the morning off with meditation. For me,
Like some I hear him say that, like, be able to dictate my day, but then I'm glad he cleared that up. That it's not, you can't control these outside things, but the one thing that you can control is your inner energies. And so that's all he's saying, is that you set this baseline level of control. I mean, this baseline level of consciousness of self, so that whatever comes outside and comes as a challenge, you got a baseline to come and refer back to, you know, to help stabilize you through the day. And like he said, I think is a cool word, anchor. So let's keep it going.
it's really just listening to my inner self. I mean, that's basically it. Like you sit in silence and you just allow these thoughts to come forward, and you get a chance to observe the self and things that may be lying beneath the surface that if you don't have that time to sit quietly on your own, you'll never pay attention to.
Right on.
Because if you think about it, like, the reality is we're paying attention to so many things that are going on around us. We're constantly taking selfies, we're constantly taking pictures to post on Instagram and all these other things, and we're constantly observing everything that's around us, but we don't take the time to really observe what's going on inside of ourselves.
Super facts.
That's what meditation is for me. In 2000, we had a new head coach that came to the Los Angeles Lakers by the name of Phil Jackson. And Phil was just coming off of winning 6 championships with the Bulls. And he was really big on mindfulness and really big on meditation. And it wasn't an option for us. So we'd sit in our film room and he'd turn the lights out and we would meditate as a group. And he'd teach us mindfulness. And it really connected with me because he was teaching mindfulness through something that I was extremely passionate about, which was the game of basketball. So it was told through the lens of, this is going to help you here. And so I had this curiosity about it. And that was my introduction to meditation. And then
That's dope, because I just recently talked with a different player, a collegiate football player, and we were both sharing how we're more mindful of our diets. We're more mindful of just meditation and the act of attentive awareness in general. You know what I mean? That if we were taught this in football, bruh, how much better athletes we would be, but it's something that's overlooked by a lot of coaches. So I throw that challenge out, that if you're a trainer, you're a coach, and you train your guys, hey, look, just try to add some mindfulness, try to add some breathing tactics. Hell, give me a call, man, I'll come. You know what I mean? Because I just feel like this is incremental to our young athletes and to a lot of males to be able to come to know this certain level of self, especially in the athletic arena. So I challenge you guys, and I also am here for service. So hit me in the DM, hit me in the comments, or whatever the case may be. But we got to start bringing mindfulness to our athletes. Let's finish this up.
And seeing the poise that we play with, the fact that we can be in a hostile environment with fans yelling and screaming and, you know, pressure situations, and it having no effect on us.
That's dope.
Because we were never too high, never too low. We were just in the moment, and felt very secure in who we were. And that was my introduction to meditation. I had a great experience, which really I learned a lot about meditation through this experience. I was on a jet ski, and I took the jet ski out in the ocean, and I just kind of sat. And I just let the current just take me wherever it was going to take me.
Man.
And I really saw a lot of meditation through that moment, because I wasn't trying to control the moment. I wasn't trying to force myself upon the waves and dictate where I was going to go. I just let the waves take me there.
Dope.
And there was a lot of peacefulness involved in that.
Additional 30 minutes of sleep, at least 5 minutes, bro. That's it. That's Kobe Bryant, man. Not asking for no more. All right, there you have it, man. Kobe Bryant showing you, you know, like I said, may brother travel in peace in the spirit realms. He was a great contribution to our society. And even in his wake, man, he can add some advice to how to make us better as human beings ourselves while we're still here in this plane of existence. But like he stated, you got to add in rest and rejuvenation, not just rest, but the aspect of rejuvenation, and that's sleep. You know, complete disengagement from this realm, from this physical sense. But even if you're still in the physical body, that you can practice taking some steps away from I guess, centrally identifying with it, and give you a chance to just go inside. Like he said, listen to the inner self just for a little bit. 5 minutes a day, he suggested. 30 minutes of extra rejuvenation time, 5 minutes of just going inside, bro. And I think that's phenomenal advice. So like I said, challenge out to my athletes, challenge out to my coaches, physical training practitioners, whatever the case may be, that we need to start implementing mindfulness, meditation, inward practice just as much as the physical practice. So like I said, if you got any questions with this, any challenges that you see, being humble, like, hey, look, man, I don't know nothing about it, but I do know about smashing some skulls. So it's just like, we got to find a balance with this. Give me a call, shoot me in a DM. We here for service. I know about the struggle. I know about the transformation. So yeah, check it out. Mindfulness meditation for athletes. It's imperative for our performance. You guys go with light, man. Balance of light above all. Peace.